Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, we are going to see everything that you need to know to create Spark data frames. Yeah, so basically, as you now already know that how we can create the Spark session. So using this Spark session.builder.app name, you just have to provide the app name and then get or create. This is how we can create the Spark session. And now just for the sake of creating the data frame, let's try to create some data. So data is equal to, let's say, let's try to create something like no, then let's say city as San Jose, and yeah, I think this is sufficient just for the sake of creating the data. Then the second row would be, say, John, and the city would be Texas. Let's take the third row as Ben, let's say Leeds, yeah. So here is a just sample data that we have created, and in the schema field, let's create some schema for this. In the schema, we have this as the first column is as name, and the second column is, let's say, city. So this is how we tried here to create the data has 4 rows, and the columns names that we wanted to have is name and city. Now let's try to create the Spark data frame. Yeah, so I'll name it as name.df is equal to spark dot create data frame, and here we have to give data equals to data, and then schema is equal to the schema that we have created. This is the schema object. So here you can create the data frame by passing the data on which you wanted to create the data frame. In this case, this is our data. You can say it as an object or variable where we have stored this sample data and then you have the schema where you wanted to assign some column names. So name and city are the column names for it. If we can pass these kinds of parameters, data is equal to whatever variable that you have, and then schema is equal to again name of the variable that you have where the schema is stored. You can pass it here, and if you just run this show, and before that you can even run name dot print schema. So this print schema should print the actual schema of the data frame, which is name and city, and show method should give us the tabular kind of output of the data frame that we have created. So let me try to run this, and let's see how it goes. So basically it will take some time to initialize because it initializes, creates the Spark session, and then executes the program. So as you can see here, it has displayed the schema first here, right? It has displayed name and the city. These are the two columns, and by default the data type that it has considered is string, because we have all the strings, we have given the actual data in terms of quotes, so it will consider it as string. If you just write integers there without quotes, then it has the capability to infer the schema dynamically. So it just analyzes all the data types that are being assigned to the actual data, what and it can predict that what kind of data type it could be. Yeah. So this is the reason why the schema inferring is kind of a feature that Spark gives you. You don't have to really worry about what kind of schema the data is gonna take. But if you have some specific requirements, then obviously you will have to deal with that in some or the other way. So this is how the schema has been shown here, as you can see, and as output of this namedf.show, you have the entire data frame that's been displayed here. Name of the columns, name and city, like as if it is a SQL table, right? Name of the columns and then actual values. Name is Anas, city is San Jose, then John and Texas, Bain, Leeds, and Rebecca, Manchester, which are the column values that we have assigned in our Python script. Okay, I hope this will give you a clear understanding on how to create a data frame in Spark, and how to print the schema, how to display the actual data, and everything around this particular concept. So thanks guys, thanks for watching this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one.